Should people like us have kids? Because I know how a personal hell OCD can be, and I wouldn't want to be responsible for giving genetically this illness to my future kid, but I want kids. Well, you have many options, right? Number one, if you have children, here's what we know. A first-degree relative has a chance of about, up to around 20% chance of somebody also being a first-degree relative of them having OCD. So that could mean to your children too. So now you have to make some decisions. Are you willing to take that kind of a chance to work with someone? To work with, I'm so used to, it's been a long day. Are you willing to take that kind of chance to have a child who might have obsessive compulsive disorder? Are you willing to take that chance? That's a very personal decision on your part, okay? There's adoption, but you may not know the entire genetic link of the child that you're adopting. So there could be some chances there as well too. I have never told anyone not to have a child, right? What I have said to people who have OCD who are considering this is, let's do everything that we possibly can to help get your OCD, to the minimum amount that we can get it, so that OCD doesn't play a role in you rearing your child. And if we can do that, if we can get it to where OCD doesn't play a role in your child rearing, we're handling the other part of this very well, which is it's not just the genetic aspect of things. It is also environmental stressors and things that go on as well too. So you may have a high genetic predisposition towards something, but never actually develop it because you didn't have the right stressor to kick it off. You may have a very low genetic predisposition to something, but have a stressor appear in your life and you do get it. There are people who have no OCD in their family who have children who have OCD. There's people who have no autism in their family who have children who have autism. Should we say to everyone, no one should have children because they might have a problem? Or do we say to people, anytime that we have a child, of course, there's a risk for something could go wrong. It could happen. But you know what? There's risks in everything that we do where something could go wrong. Every time that you go driving, something could go wrong. There are people who have gone out for a car ride just to get ice cream who were killed in a carjacking incident, right? It could happen. So do we stop everything that we do and not breed or love or date or drive or marry or anything because something might go wrong? When I got married 5 years ago, I did not expect within a year and a half of getting married that my wife would get very, very ill and get diagnosed with a terminal cancer. So should I tell everyone else in the world now, you know what, don't get married because your spouse could get sick and die? Should I tell people that? Or do we all take risks in no matter what it is that we do? I can't tell you that if you have children, they won't have OCD. I don't know. And I can't tell you that they will have OCD. Who knows? It is a possibility. But there's also lots of other possibilities out there as well, too. And that's why it becomes a very personal decision on your part to make that choice.